to see you again soon.
Yeah.
Not too soon, though. Hope this game actually does have some continuation. Spawning in the north as the blue Zerg, we have Give Eggy currently down 1 game up against his opponent TUXPenguin, playing a tied and true. Just oh, now we have the good luck, have fun coming off that win. Probably nerves playing a little bit of a factor in that first game. What?
He's happy.
Through the nerves, he was able to crush. He was up 70 food, ended up just pushing, not letting the nerves rush his build. He's like, this is my time to attack. This is how I'm going to attack. This is how I'm going to win. And just doing exactly
slow
that.
And steady, kept the drops up. It worked quite well.
It's really funny. When you watch the game, Terran looks like he's playing very slowly, but actually what he's doing, he's juggling a lot of drops at the same time.
Yeah, I more meant his big push.
Oh yeah. No, I was just mirroring what you were saying.
Yeah.
All right.
So I wonder if we'll see any shenanigans this game.
10. Oh no, I was about to call it 10 pool.
10 pool.
That would be absolutely terrible. A lot of people, when they get behind in a tournament, they like to cheese, and they're like, all right, cool, it's cheese now, and then they tend to do not really good cheeses. I find they're just like, I'm doing this now.
It's typical of game 2. So if we don't see it now, we probably won't see it.
And just from what we've seen from TUXPenguin and just what I know of Eggy, I would be surprised. Going to be going for a scout. My God. Drone scouting, making sure it is game 2. He does not want to get 2 racks. He doesn't want to see any sort of Reaper cheese.
I imagine we're going to see the command center first again. It worked out well for him.
Yep, command center.
He realized skipping that gas probably
might get the single gas and then go into the
maybe
go into the exact same build we've been seeing, but can't fault him. Just based on leagues, Penguin would be the underdog, but game 1 certainly did not show that.
No, not at all. You would not guess that he's only diamond. And
yeah, high master versus high diamond, you would expect a fairly one-sided game, but nice to see TUXPenguin might be a little bit better in that endurance, might be better at handling his nerves. Okay, look, this is a very timid Overlord placement for your second Overlord. Normally, you want to be sending it around that 3rd base, but if you're just sending it right on your side of the map, you're like, okay, no, please don't die. I really don't want to lose this Overlord right now. And those kind of timid plays, that lack of confidence in your game, are really going to just start handing over smaller and smaller advantages, which eventually just do become the game in Starcraft.
Yeah, it can be a problem. You want to play safe, but if you play a little too safe, you risk not getting ahead in any way.
All right, so the Overlord thinking about coming in, but definitely won't. Well, shouldn't. I don't want to say definitely won't. Shouldn't be seeing this command center. But everything's going.
He's getting pulled pretty quickly over there.
Oh,
yeah, I need to back it up.
I don't know. I guess some players might put a command center here and then try to sneak a base over there. Something along those lines, perhaps. I'd be really surprised to see that from Tux, though.
Yeah. So there's a factory. We're going to see another Hellion expand.
Yep, and it will be up to Eggy. He did pick this map, so he probably has some very specific building placement that he wants to utilize, or maybe just going to try breaking his opponent's rocks early and gets kind of like a pincer or force him to produce another wall. Something. But if we just see the same builds on, if you pick a map that is stereotypically not best for Zerg, I really question why would you then pick that map.
Yeah, you typically would pick it with a specific plan in mind. So I too will be surprised if he just plays standard, completely standard anyway.
Keeping 1 on gas, so he'll probably be getting a fast +1 upgrade. I'm still really not liking the fact that he's staying at 2 queens. He doesn't really have the money to do so now, and that's in part due to the gas. Oh, going for a Roachhorn right now. Roachhorn is actually a little bit early. Generally at 36 supply, you want to build your secondary gas guys or put guys back in that original gas, and then at 44 supply, build your Roachhorn, your Baneling Nest, go back up, and then build 4 Overlords if you're doing the Stefano Roach Bane attack. Hits around 945, and is extraordinarily difficult to hold if your opponent does not have a bunker tucked here with a bunch of depots. And it's an extraordinarily powerful build. I'm really surprised that we haven't seen that out of either our Zergs today. Or maybe it happened in one of the matches we didn't cast.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't have time to do them all.
Would be nice though.
Would be.
Oh. That was a lot of damage.
He saves the Hellion.
Should be staying home and repairing that right now. 7 roaches on the way.
Stim on the way for Penguin.
Alright, Stim for Penguin. He's still sticking with that 3 racks, continuing with the production of Hellions. Normally he does like to go up to 6, but no bunker as of yet. This is going to be a really difficult attack for him to hold. Does need to get a bunker, but the question is when is he going to see it, and will he be able to react accordingly? He'll definitely see it very quickly. I think he's just ever so barely out of range.
A chance to get ready.
Alright, so he loses 1, and now he sees the roaches, and he's going to be running back home. Starting with a wall, but he needs a depot there. Oh, depot needs a bunker.
There's the double
now
bunker.
He's producing 2. Fantastic to see. Eggy does not have the problem or luxury of waiting for banelings, so he is going to have to go now. His roaches will have to lead the charge into battle. The longer he waits, the more prepared his opponent will be. The roaches need to be focusing down the Hellions.
This is actually a good time to go. The depots are not complete, or the bunkers are not complete.
Yep.
You screwed me up. And there's not really anything to go in them.
Yep. Oh, he's actually just going to be able to run into the main. He will. Oh no, deciding that he's going to pick off the Marauder instead. Some repair going... actually, no repair going down in this bunker right now. Really needs to get that started. Will it be too much DPS? Is he going to be able to get the repair off? No, it goes down. But he looks like he should be able to hold 26 more lings. Will be coming back down, but the Hellions are still alive, and he still has the reactor on the factory, so he's going to be able to produce a ton of them. Still remembering to drop his mules. Very nice to see. He is mining gas. He could do another roach reinforcement, but I doubt that. Is taking down the Hellions 1 at a time. These lings are wreaking havoc. The real
bunker placement he's doing at the back of the mineral line.
Oh, very smart, but I don't think it's going to get up. Oh, it might be foregone, which actually could come back to bite Eggy in the butt. But still continuing with the follow-up. This
but that's a lot of lings.
Needs to be raised, and it is. Oh, the Hellion just being allowed to live for a little bit longer there. Probably surprised itself. The repair coming down. He is going to hold. This is a very aggressive attack with 24 more lings still coming down. Bunker will finish, surprisingly, which now he can return it for 75% minerals.
Yeah.
Alright, and there's the Baneling Nest. This is generally why you get the Baneling Nest beforehand. Alright, so let's check.
That attack would have been completely different with Banelings instead.
Alright, only 8 workers killed, which is actually fantastic.
And he didn't even do any damage to Command Center.
So it is 25 to 25, so that was necessary damage, although because Terran is mining with so few... was mining with so few of his workers, just getting back to work now. These mineral incomes will start to balance out. And Eggy taking a 3rd base and deciding he's going to drone up. He's probably just going to be building some banelings to secure his expansion and maybe put on a little bit more pressure, see if there's a weakness. But just adding 3 more gas now, should be seeing a tech up as well. Breaking all these rocks to allow it earlier. So he's definitely preparing for the macro game, does not want to be losing any more games. Just, if you have the macro advantage, why give it up? Probably another set of roaches coming by because he knows that his opponent is still going for these fire cars, these Hellions. This is the problem when you...
I always tell my friends that Hellion makes no sense. It's a car, shoots fire, it takes no gas. Doesn't make any sense.
That's right, and then I had...
There's no logic there, Blizzard. Come on.
My friend tried to make a counter, he's like, yeah, but they... how do they just run on minerals? I'm like, it's fine, because the minerals are then used to make fossil fuel.
Okay.
That's my only explanation. I was concerned with this as well, so I called Dustin Browder, and he was like, no problem, Swanson, I got your back. He forwarded me a little diagram of how the Hellion is actually running. The real question is blue flame. Like, what make...
minerals are blue. Alright, Ling's getting all...
this is actually a terrible engagement for Eggy, just donating a ton of Banelings and Zerglings into absolutely nothing. And this bunker at the back, again, we said it might come back and bite him. It definitely is.
Yeah, and those Banelings didn't actually take out that many Marines.
He was actually able to save this depot, only losing 1. Not too much of a problem. I don't know exactly why...
Yeah, he only killed 1 extra worker.
I don't know why he's building this Thor right now, maybe anticipating a Muta switch at this point. But again, the Eggy wall coming down. Hellions trying to do a little bit of damage, but they're going to be ushered away by this roach.
Scout the expansion, though.
So this is true.
Also,
there's the advantage. Ling's not able to get there in time to catch it. Does have 1 scout here. He actually is really terrible. Eggy has terrible map vision to spot drops, which TUXPenguin has actually been very good at doing and adamant about the continuation of them, wanting to see the worker count. Eggy is ahead right now and does have 8 more on the way, but Terran will be fine with those mules dropping down, keeping his income nice and high. Alright, at 13 minutes, this game is actually starting to stabilize now.
This Ling... Another Ling run by, though, and they're getting in there quite easily. They're going to do a lot of damage to these workers.
Oh, but just with the double bunkers just actually perfectly cover this mineral line. This is.
I actually didn't notice the top one when I was saying that.
Yeah, he's.
See, did he even get any more? No, didn't kill any. Wow, he just donated those.
Yeah, he's donating a lot of just Zerglings right now, and he's decently saturated over here, but he does need a few more. He has tech to layer. The only layer tech he's really utilized is this Glial Reconstitution, and there, of course, as I mentioned at the Infestation Pit, going into that standard play, we'll be sending in the Overlord. What does he see? Does he see? I think he can assume that there are 3 factories, assuming that there have constantly been. So, switching into mech play where your opponent has already shown you roaches doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I would agree. It does seem a bit odd, especially when you're doing just fine with bio.
Oh, but you know what's actually an interesting point? Terran is 10 food ahead. Through being an expansion behind, although Thors are a lot of food.
Yes, at 6 each, they add up quite a bit. 18
food just selected right now in these 3 units, which, as long like Marines get surrounded and killed by Banelings, that's going to be game. 28 more Zerglings on the way. It looks like he's like, well, I've got my 3 base right now. My economy is definitely going to be ahead. Put guys in gas, then decided to take them out. He's like, no, too much.
Yeah, I'd like to see Penguin take his 3rd base now.
Penguin actually hasn't even started a 3rd command center.
He needs to get on that.
Very, very badly.
He's not pressuring the Zerg enough, so he needs to...
Yeah, if you're not pressuring the Zerg, if you're not killing large amounts of workers, these run-bys are getting really silly. But Zerg is taking a 4th base, so he will be ahead, as macro ahead as you can be. But his army is still actually really small. Oh, please don't just ram your units back into this Terran. This has been the box of death for Terran. Continue.
I was say, with that many Thors, the Banelings aren't really going to do that much. It takes a lot of Banelings to kill a Thor, so and there really isn't that much bio.
I think this is the first time Eggy has really seen that many, or just Thors in general, and he's like, I need to run home right now. He does have the miss rally, so it looks like he was trying to do a lot of aggression. 6 Thors now, so this is going to be a very strong one-time hit, but with 3 base to 2.
And I do like that. He saw all those Thors, so he decided to take his 4th, because he knows the Thor army is a slow army.
Yep, okay, there's that 3rd base in that position that we didn't think was going to happen. Yeah. Might be floating it over there, might be just taking the long journey over. Worried about Mutalisks, surprisingly. I guess, well, he has seen a lot of Mutalisks today, so... He actually even saw Mutas in Game 1. Alright, so not that surprising. But he could also just burn his scans and save some money.
And he really hasn't seen any tech, so he's got to be wondering what's coming.
Very true, very true.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him, it's Infestors. And
but
not Mutas.
Unfortunately for Eggy, as his opponent is moving out, he's decided to build a bunch of drones. He does have some Infestors out, but he's not going to be able to save this base unless he pans out a lot better. Still no Banelings in this army, so this is going to be a decent engagement for him. It will come down to how many Marines are able to stay alive.
Penguin gets a really good spread.
Yep. Does not able. He does get 1 Thor, but it's not enough. This army is just melting. Fungals coming down. He does not care. Oh wow, 10 Fungals to kill a Thor. That's never going to happen.
So the 4th base does go down, and there's a lot of drones still there. Why haven't they been pulled?
I really think he's falling apart after losing Game 1, and he's feeling bad about this. Like, this game is really not going very well for him right now. He had a great first engagement, but
only one of those drones made it out.
Jesus. All right, this is that one push of mech.
It's gonna be a good one.
50 supply, yeah, it will be a great. Oh, I think he's gonna go home. I think both players playing it safe. Eggy had a great advantage, but then kept throwing away ling after ling after ling, and really just allowed.
Is that 30 supply down or 50? Yeah, you can pop up that full land. I'll do it quick.
Oh, 50.
50, yeah, that's painful. Painful.
50 supply down, and it's okay to be 50 supply down as long as you're at like 150 and have that Broodlord Infestor army.
Yeah, not on just Ling Roach.
Yeah, Ling Roach is brutal right now. All right.
Couple Infestors. And really, he wants to be a base ahead, and he is not. He is even on bases.
And he's had them for longer, so there are less minerals available. Eggy's going to need a lot of Banelings. He does have the gas to do so, but I just don't think it's going to be quite possible right now. You need to get a... If you got a pincer or like a 3-pronged attack, ideally, is what he's going to need. Not fighting in these chokes. Not Hellion first. Oh, but okay.
Yep, you might clean this up, actually.
Yep. Infested Terrans coming on the side, trying to have an infested Terran flank.
No, but the Lings just did not do enough damage to the Thors, and the Thors are going to melt all those roaches.
Morling and reinforcements coming down. He's doing a decent job, but again, that's a lot of Thors. Will he get it? Nope. That Thor can now be repaired back up to full. Tried to focus fire down, 6 hit points remaining. That has got to be heartbreaking. And now a cloaked Banshee coming into the main, trying to focus fire down the Infestors, killing 2 right now. It has already paid for itself, but those are the only kills. But he has 11. They were cloaked from us and Eggy, apparently. Alright, is this Banshee still just doing work? Yep, now it's being able to be seen, but he has nothing to shoot up. There's the one queen coming forth.
It's interesting. The Spire finished, and instead of making any kind of area units, he just decided to go for Ultras.
I think Eggy's definitely frustrated. I think it's a maxed Terran army on 3 bases. Oh, but he is going to be catching some units here, but not enough. He needs to actually... There we go.
Almost let that one out.
Twice. This is a best of 5, so Eggy's actually probably going to... Let me rephrase. Eggy will need to win 3 games in a row if he's going to be able to do this. TUXPenguin, upsetting?
I would say so.
I would definitely say upsetting.
I mean,
Eggy.
certainly not to put him down or anything, but he was in Diamond League. Yeah. We expected the Master League to take the tournament.
Any player can beat any player at any point in time, and then this is really nice. Sending in the Cloaked Banshee to try and deal with the Infestors.
Oh, a great bungalow taking it out.
Yep, and the tanks are now sieged. The Constrictor is beginning to move. Eggy has had a lot of luck with Ultras in the past. Ultras do great damage against Thors if... Oh, wow, 23 kills? Okay, I feel better now. Okay, I just happened to... Okay, no, there's another 20 kills, so it's not too bad. This is going to be a fantastic... Well, this will need to be a fantastic push. It looks like it should do well up against this kind of chunk of an army. There needs to be a lot more units if he's maxed. Or did he do that thing where he builds a ton of workers? 81, but still should have a decent army.
It's a little
right
high,
now.
but not terribly.
I think he's realized, he's like, why do I have this chunk out here? So he's trying to pull it back home.
And he needs to meet his armies up.
Oh, and I thought it was 190, it was 160. My mistake. But he has taken a 4th base. Dangerous stuff. And
I'm surprised he opted to take that one rather than the one on the right.
These Ultralists have extremely low upgrades. Really, the benefit of getting those, quote-unquote fast Ultralists is that they are 5-3, hitting when the Terran is still 2-2. But again, against Mech, those upgrades are going to be delayed. It looks like we are going into Ravens. Hunter Seeker Missile does have that energy bonus upgrade. Eggy's really going to need to do work with this attack. Alright, here it comes. Blue Flame Hellion. Alright, looks like he didn't... He's even attacked in piecemeal. Nice bungles, though.
I think these Ultras are going to clean this up. Or maybe not.
The focus firing from the Thors, far too much damage to be dealt with. Scanning with a Raven above as a BM type. Okay, 5 hit points. He's hitting. 5, 36, 80. Wow, these Thors absolutely heroes. Alright, still has 3 more Ultras back at home.
1 more in production.
If those 3 Ultras were in the fight, probably could have killed these 4 Thors right here. But still, 3 more tanks. He's still down an immense amount of supply. More factories
are being repaired.
It's really nice to see that TUXPenguin is repairing his Thors. It's a real problem. You see when players go mech, they're like, oh, my army survived. Yeah, repair it. It can go again. You have medevacs. They're called workers. But this is the death army.
Yeah, we got Hunter Seeker Missile about to finish. There's 3 Ravens coming out with it. Additionally, some already on the field.
Alright, let's actually get a unit count here. 4 Ravens, 7 Thors, 5 siege tanks. It seems to just be a random smattering in low numbers, but put together, it is a very powerful army. Now maxing out. Yeah, there's the 200. Eggy does have the 170, but it's a weak 170. Roach Ultralisk up against a pure mech is going to die. You do need Infestor, Broodlord, Thor.
And he is behind on the upgrades at this point.
Oh, he's trying to get in for a nice flank, but I just don't think he's got the meat. Okay, the top flank is doing decent damage, and there are the Manor Mules hauled down by TUXPenguin.
Maybe he's just doing it for the quick repair.
Maybe doing it for the quick repair. This is true. I really hope so, because he's actually going to be losing this engagement. That was a really nice flank.
Oh, there's no energy for Hunter Seeker Missile.
Oh, actually, the upgrades are going to be... Normally, you expect Zerg to have better upgrades at this point. And there's Eggy with the lull.
Oh, not even a GG. Wow.
Yeah, really upset. Did have a nice flank, but he was far too behind when that battle started. He started down 30 supply. That was a maxed mech army. Dangerous.
I'm quite impressed with Penguin's play.
Penguin really able